welcome to another Wednesday with me, Mr. Goodie Grammar. I cannot thank you enough for joining me for tonight's Whoa Wednesday. Mr. Goodie Grammar, what are we going to cover tonight? I got you. Tonight we're going to talk all about who versus whom. Who versus whom. Do you know the difference? If not, do not worry about it, because we're going to go ahead and break it down tonight. If you do know the difference between the two, I'm going to go ahead and put your knowledge to the test as we go along. So, let's get into it. For tonight's Whoa Wednesday, we're going to start with a little basket breaker, followed by radioactive waste, where we'll drink up the difference between who and whom. Then a couple practice questions, followed by an I'll check, where I'll test your knowledge all about who versus whom. And, of course, how could we forget? We will get into the Grammar Goodie sentence shout-out of the week. Who received it? Is it you? Is it me? Is it possibly my cat, Kitty Cup? We'll find out, so stick around until the end to see if you received the Grammar Goodie sentence shout-out. And then, my least favorite part of the evening, checkout. That's where I let you be free until our next Whoa Wednesday. So, without further ado, let's get it all started with a little basket breaker.
Uh-oh.
For this week's basket breaker, the question is, what is your superhero name? If you could have any name and superpower, what would you name yourself? Think about it. Also think about branding. You want to have an epic name, not Mr. Farty Farts. So, what is your superhero name? Go ahead and plop it into the comments section. I want to read all about it. So, go ahead and take a second and answer in the comments section. What is your superhero name? Okay, I'll go ahead and give you my answer. If I was a superhero, my name would be Mr. Wacky Wedgie. Ooh, getting wedgies all the time. That's right. I give wedgies to criminals. I'm sorry, that probably hurts a lot. Regardless, I hope you have an incredible superhero name. Just wanted you to start thinking about it a little bit. Well, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and drink up some radioactive waste.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, for tonight's radioactive waste, our essential question is, what is the difference between who and whom? Again, what is the difference between who and whom? We'll be able to answer this question by the end of the night. And the reason why we are going over this topic is it's actually a commonly confused concept in English. Many people struggle with, do I use who or whom in this situation? Well, I'm going to go ahead and tell you when and where you'll use each one. And I think we should start with the one that we probably know the best, and it's the word who. Who? Exactly. Well, just to kind of recap it here, who is a pronoun. That means who is a word that stands in for a noun or another pronoun. Who should refer to the subject of a sentence. This is highly important to note because this will be the big difference between who and whom. When you use who, or you read who who references the subject of the sentence, the one performing the action. That's how you know you can use who. Do you want to go ahead and look at a couple of examples? I know you do, so let's dig into it. For example, who decided to make you king? In this example, we have who as our subject because who decided to make you king. So this individual decided to make you king. Therefore, who is the subject of the sentence? We wouldn't say whom decided to make you king because, spoiler alert, whom does not refer to the subject of the sentence. So always ask yourself, is who representing the subject of the sentence? If it is, then who is correctly used. If it is not, it's most likely incorrect. Perfect. Let's look at another example. Who tripped the velociraptor? Oh, poor velociraptor just wants to tap dance. In this example, once again, you'll see that who is the subject because who is the one performing the action, which is tripping someone. More specifically, the velociraptor. I'm so sorry. Let's look at another example. Brad is a man who enjoys the fun of things in life. Well, Brad, as we know, is the subject of the sentence. And we use who as a pronoun to stand in for Brad. Because Brad, once again, is the subject of the sentence. So, that's why we would use who in this situation. Because who refers to the subject of the sentence, Brad. Pretty cool, right? And let me reinforce it one more time. Who refers to the subject of the sentence. What was that, grammar goodies? Who refers to what? Oh yeah, it refers to the subject of the sentence. Perfect. Now that that is in your brain, it's time to practice. Here's what I want you to do. Go ahead and use who in an original sentence. Think you can do that? Write who in an original sentence and then plop it into the comments? I know you can. And get to it. And I'm gonna drink water. Whoa! Well, whoa! How'd it go, grammar goodies? I bet you wrote an incredible sentence. Again, don't forget to plop it into the comment section. Why? Well, first off, it's practice. And secondly, you could earn a Grammar Goodie Sentence Shoutout of the Week just by participating. So, make sure to do so. Well, we have gone over who. But now, we must journey forward and talk all about whom. What does it mean, though? So happy you asked, voice in my head. Whom is a pronoun, and whom is used as the object of a verb or preposition. Pause for a second. Mr. Goody Grammar, did you just say that whom is used as the object of a sentence? Yes, I did. That's the huge difference between who and whom. Who refers to the subject of the sentence, the one performing the action, whereas whom is the object of the sentence, and usually the one that the action is happening to, that receives the action. All right? Pretty easy, right? Not so simple, but we'll break it down. For example, whom do you love? In this case, you love, you is the subject of the sentence. Whomever this individual loves is the receiver of that love, so the object of the sentence. Therefore, we would say, whom do you love? Because again, whomever this person is the one receiving the love. Oh, if only that could happen to me in my life. Not even my cats love me. Moving on. To whom do you go for advice? Let me read that again. To whom do you go for advice? So, in this case, the subject, once again, is you. Because you go to someone for advice. The person that is giving the advice is the object of the sentence. So, we would use whom to refer to that individual because guess what? They're the ones that are the object of the sentence. Sweet! Let's look at another little practice. Here's what I want you to do. Go ahead and use the word whom in a sentence. Remember, whom represents what? The object of the sentence. So usually, whom is the receiver of the actions that the subject does in the sentence. So, in order to practice it, go ahead and use whom in a sentence and post it into the comments section. And get to it! Ha! All right! Pretty incredible, right? I bet your sentence is beautiful. Now, a couple little things. If, let's say, you're like, oh, I have no idea, Mr. Goodie Grammar, which one to use, I have a real simple tip that can help you out. It's called the substitution strategy. Try the substitution strategy if you want to find out if you should use who or whom. But what exactly is the substitution strategy? Well, replace who with he, she, or they. If you're trying to figure out whether or not to use who or whom in a certain position in the sentence. If one of the pronouns can accurately substitute for who, then the use of who is correct. For example, I could say, who ate my chili? I could take who out of the equation and put he in there. So it comes across as he ate my chili, which is grammatically correct because he, or who in this case, is the subject of the sentence. So if he, she, they go into who and is grammatically accurate, then who is correct. On the flip side, if you're trying to figure out if whom is the correct word to use in a given situation, you can replace whom with him, her, or them. Different types of formulas for pronouns? Exactly. Him, her, and them are all objects. Think about it. They're different than he, she, and they. Him, her, and them are all object pronouns. So, if you can fit any of them into the place where whom is, and it makes grammatical sense, then, well, whom is correct. All right. Let's go ahead and dissect this one together. Who or whom rode my alpaca to work? Oh, I'm angry. So, do you think it's who or whom? Try and use the substitution strategy. Put in he and see if that works, or him and see if that works. What sounds grammatically correct? Well, here's an idea of options that you can choose. See, I even stood up, I got so excited. So, you can either choose for your options, he rode my alpaca to work, or him rode my alpaca to work. Which one is correct? Which sounds correct? I can almost toss the table, I'm so excited. So, is the correct answer to this A or B? Put it into the comments. Which sounds correct? Well, I'll go ahead and give you the answer. Well, we have who rode my alpaca to work. Considering that, we have who as the subject, we put in he to see if it sounds right. He rode my alpaca to work. Is this correct? Absolutely. He is the subject of the sentence because he is performing the action. Therefore, in this scenario, the use of who is correct because it could have easily been replaced with he, which is grammatically correct. So, if you put option A, you are right. Oh, I got ahead of myself there. So, now that we've done a little bit with who, whom, and we've talked about this substitution strategy right here, I think it's time that we ask for some employee assistance.
We need some employee assistance.
For this section, here's what's going to happen. I will be giving you, yes, you, various sentences with blanks in them. What are you going to do with these blanks? All right, you will fill in the blank with either who or whom. Think you could do that? Fill in the blanks with who or whom, based off which one fits the best? I know you can. So, let's get into it. Woo! I'm going to stand. I'm so into it. Question 1. Who or whom? Blank do you think you are? Blank do you think you are? Oh! Are we going to fill this in with who or whom? Okay, I'll go ahead and give you the answer. The correct answer is who. Who do you think you are? Because who is the one that is actually performing the action. This individual thinks they are somebody. Maybe they think they're better than me. So, who is the correct answer? You ready for question 2? Let's jump into it. Who or whom? Peter is the one blank wants to eat the pizza. Again, the sentence is Peter is the one blank wants to eat the pizza. What are we going to fill this in with? Who or who? Take a second and put your answer into the comments. Woo! We got some stuff, of course. The OG Grammar Goodie, Ashley Miller, is on it. Jump into the comment section and participate. Thank you very much. So, what's the answer? Let me throw it your way. Peter is the one who wants to eat pizza. If you think about it, Peter is the subject of the sentence. You'll notice that we use the pronoun who to replace Peter. Because again, pronouns replace nouns or other pronouns. So since who is representative of Peter, who is the subject of the sentence, then who is correct. All right, let's go to question 3. To blank am I speaking? To blank am I speaking? So, are we going to fill this in with who or whom? Think about it. Ooh, we got some good stuff going on. What's the answer? Okay, I'll give it to you. The correct answer to this is whom. To whom am I speaking? I am the subject of the sentence. Speaking is what I am doing. Therefore, the individual that I am speaking to is the object of the sentence, the one receiving my words. Therefore, in this case, we would use whom, because whom is the object of the sentence. Pretty cool, right? And remember, use the substitution strategy if you get lost. If I were to say something on the lines of, to he am I speaking, or I am speaking to he, that doesn't make sense, does it? I am speaking to he. What? Compared to, I am speaking to him. Sometimes with the substitution strategy, you might have to move around your sentence structure just a little bit. But always use those replacements to see if it works. Alright, let's move on to question 4. This is the lady, blank, I interviewed last Friday. Again, this is the lady, blank, I interviewed last Friday. Shall we fill in this blank with who or who? Take a second and think about it, and just like Ashley, throw it into the comments section so we can read it and see if you're on it. Alrighty, what did you come up with? Here's the answer. This is the lady whom I interviewed last Friday. Once again, you'll see that I is the subject of the sentence, because I am the one who performed the action, which is interviewing. And the receiver of the interview, the one I interviewed, guess what? That individual is the object of the sentence. Therefore, since it is the object of the sentence, whom will be the correct word. This is the lady whom I interviewed last Friday. Pretty cool, right? And again, substitution strategy, you can flip the sentence structure a little bit. I interviewed him last Friday. Because I interviewed he wouldn't make sense, so we wouldn't use who. But if I were to say I interviewed him, then, woo, we could use whom. Awesome. Woo. Now, to question 5. Who or whom? Blank wants brownies. Blank wants brownies. Blank wants brownies. You can actually fill in this blank with Mr. Goodie Grammar. But there won't be a question mark. I want brownies. So, what are we going to fill in the blank with other than Mr. Goodie Grammar? Will it be who or whom? Take a second. Let's see. The correct answer is the verb is to want. So the subject is who. Again, since who is the subject of the sentence, who is being used correctly. For example, I could substitute this with she. She wants brownies. Therefore, it's correct. If I were to say, let me think here. Her wants brownies. That's not going to make sense, is it? Nah. So, who is the correct answer? Awesome, right? Alrighty. Now, to make sure that you got this down, I want to do an I'll check. For this week's I'll check, here's what I want you to do. Go ahead and create an original sentence that uses both who and whom in it. I want to challenge you by putting it into one sentence. Both words in one sentence. Do you think you can do that? I know you can. And get to it! And while you do that, I'm going to do this dance. Whoa! Ha! Post it in the comments. All right. So, sadly, once you have done that, it is time for us to check out. Just as a reminder, we have a new word of the week every Sunday, live sessions every Wednesday. Grammar Goodies, what are our live sessions every Wednesday called? Say it out loud. What are they called? Oh yeah, they're called Whoa Wednesdays. Content episodes out regularly, sentence shoutouts also regularly, and what do you want me to teach? Let me know, because I want to make sure that I'm helping you out, Grammar Goodies, with all the concepts and topics that you want to cover. Awesome! And now, it's the time you've been waiting for! Whoa! It's time for the Grammar Goodie Sentence Shoutout of the Week! The Grammar Goodie Sentence Shoutout of the Week goes to an individual or individuals or classes that participate in the comment section on any of our platforms, whether that be Facebook Live, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, whatever it may be. These individuals, again, practice in the comments. That way, I know they are mastering the concepts here at General Grammar. And I like to give you a shout out for all your hard work. So, who received the Grammar Goodie Sentence Shout Out of the Week? May I get a drum roll, please? The Grammar Goodie Sentence Shout Out of the Week goes to Mary Lee Field. Mary Lee Field, congratulations. Here's Mary Lee Field's incredible sentences. Mr. Goodie Grammar posits that flat earthers think that the world is not round. True. They do believe it is round and flat, like a circle. They do not believe that it is spherical, like a ball. Science? Since when did we stop listening to science? Never mind. Oh, but fantastic job, Mary Lee Field. You use posit, one of our words of the week, so well. In fact, quite saucy. Posit, as we know, is to set forth a message, to expound, to convey. Absolutely, to assert that claim. So Mr. Goodie Grammar asserts, claims, sets forth that flat earthers think that the world is not round. Subject, verb, and whatever my claim is. So, fantastic, incredible job. Mary Leaf Field! Incredible username, by the way. So, congratulations, you received the Grammar Goodie Sentence Shoutout of the Week. And if you would like to receive a Grammar Goodie Sentence Shoutout of the Week, make sure to participate in all the comment sections on every single platform. Do it. Okay! So, make sure to follow us on all our platforms as well, like Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, of course, and our website, www.mrgoodiegrammar.com, where you can sign up for exclusive videos, worksheets, PowerPoints, and secret quizzes. Awesome! But now, until the word of the week this Sunday, I must set you free. Because my name is Mr. Goodie Grammar. Thank you so much for dropping by General Grammar for another Whoa Wednesday. And come in anytime. I'll see ya. Whoa!